Wagwan everybody. Today's video has been requested an awful lot in the comments recently, and although I have my doubts about how many people are going to watch it, I can't put it off any longer. Jamaica is a fantastic country that has given the world Bob Marley, jerk chicken, and the world's fastest man. The fourth largest island in the Caribbean, Jamaicans are also pretty passionate about their football, and they watch a fair bit of HITC Sevens, which is great, since as you could probably tell from the way in which I pronounce Wagwan, I'm pretty sure I have some Jamaican heritage in me. Anyhow, whilst the Jamaican national team, better known as the Reggae Boyz, don't have the most illustrious past, there have been some excellent footballers either born in Jamaica or of Jamaican descent over the years. Today we're taking a look at what the Jamaican national team starting 11 could look like right now if everyone who was eligible to represent the Reggae Boyz chose to represent them. To be clear, just being of any Jamaican descent isn't enough to feature in our 11. You need to be eligible to represent Jamaica by FIFA regulations, which means either being born there, having a Jamaican parent, or a Jamaican grandparent. Here is our What If Jamaican 11. Goalkeeper: Andre Blake. One of only 3 Jamaican internationals in this 11, we don't think any of our potential Jamaican goalkeepers are better than the Reggae Boyz' current number 1 Andre Blake. Born in the town of Maypen in Clarendon Parish, Jamaica, Blake made a name for himself as a really talented college player in the US while studying at the University of Connecticut. He was selected first by Philadelphia Union in the 2014 MLS Superdraft and has been with the Eastern Conference outfit ever since, registering over 100 appearances and having won more than 30 caps for Jamaica. Right wing back: Michael Antonio. We're going with a back 5, or a back 3 depending on the opposition, for our What If Jamaican 11, which means we can go with wing backs on either side of our back line. We start on the right side with Michael Antonio, who has played at right back before for West Ham, but is very much a right winger these days. A great athlete with an eye for a goal and a terrific attitude, Antonio has rejected call-ups from Jamaica in the hope of representing England at international level. He received call-ups from both Sam Allardyce and Gareth Southgate, but is yet to actually win his first cap for the Three Lions. Centre-back: Kyle Walker. On the right side of our centre-back trio, a position he played in the 2018 World Cup, and one I can't say I love him in, is Kyle Walker. The rapid Man City fullback starts there simply because we can't leave him out, this formation suited us, and we wanted to include Michael Antonio. Walker was born in Sheffield to a Jamaican father and an English mother, making him eligible for both England and Jamaica, but he's been part of the England youth setup since under 19 level and has now won 48 caps for the country at the age of 29. Centre-back: Wes Morgan. The second Jamaican international in this 11, although Wes Morgan was born in Nottingham, he was eligible to represent Jamaica through Jamaican grandparents on both his mother and his father's sides. He accepted a call-up for the first time in 2013, and he has since won 30 caps and has captained the Reggae Boyz. The first Jamaican to win a Premier League title, and the first to score in the Champions League, despite the fact Harry Redknapp called for him to get an England cap in 2016, Morgan is our second centre-back. Centre-back: Liam Moore. The last of our 3 centre-backs, Liam Moore is a really talented defender who I have thought might leave Reading on a couple of occasions. A calm and composed central defender who can also play at right back, Moore has been with Reading for 3 seasons now, having been a regular alongside Wes Morgan at Leicester when the Foxes won promotion to the Premier League. He has confirmed that he is eligible to represent Jamaica, and having not yet received a cap from the senior England team, maybe he will do at some point. Left wing back: Danny Rose. Another Yorkshire-born England international of Jamaican descent, Danny Rose played alongside Kyle Walker at Tottenham and still does with England, and in theory, the two could have been international teammates for Jamaica. Rose came much closer than Walker ever did, as the Reggae Boyz tried to poach the former England youth international in 2015 when the 25-year-old was yet to win his first senior England cap. It did arrive in 2016 though, and the fullback has since won 27 caps for his native country. Central midfield: Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. If any of you watch Jamaican football, and yes, that is something I've done, it seems as though most players want to be forwards or attacking players, and that is reflected in the players available to us here. Whilst we managed to cobble together a decent looking backline, we went with a 5 at the back since we only really have one top class option in central or holding midfield, and that is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The son of another former England international of Jamaican descent in the form of Mark Chamberlain, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain would have been eligible for the Reggae Boyz through his grandparents. He made his England debut at 19 though, and the 25-year-old already has 32 caps to his name. We love to partner him with Ruben Loftus-Cheek in midfield, but whilst the Chelsea midfielder is of Jamaican descent, apparently not enough to make him eligible for the Reggae Boyz. Right wing, Leon Bailey. We should get some excellent overlaps going on both flanks with 4 quick and adventurous fullbacks and wide players, and in front of Mikel Antonio on the right is Bundesliga star Leon Bailey, who finally became a Jamaican international for the first time in 2019. Born in Kingston, Jamaica, Bailey moved to Europe in 2011 as his adoptive father tried to find a club for him. Genk became the teenager's new home before a €20 million move to Bayer Leverkusen in 2017. It had previously been suggested that Bailey could represent England, although that turned out to be false, only won his first caps for the Reggae Boyz in the Gold Cup last month. Attacking midfield, Kemar Roofe. Through the middle we have the only uncapped player in our entire 11, Leeds United star Kemar Roofe. Born in Walsall, England, Roofe is eligible to represent both England and Jamaica. Despite an excellent season at Ellen Road under Marcelo Bielsa, an England call-up hardly seems imminent for the 26-year-old. He was apparently offered the chance to play for Jamaica at the Gold Cup this summer, but he presumably said no since he isn't in their squad. Left wing, Raheem Sterling. The star of this side, of that there can be no doubt, only John Barnes can compete with Raheem Sterling when it comes to the greatest Jamaican-born footballers of all time. Like Barnes, Sterling chose to represent England at international level, his family having emigrated to London when Sterling was just 5 years old. He scored 25 goals in all competitions for Man City last season, winning the PFA Young Player of the Year award, having bagged 23 the season before. The prolific and ever-improving wide man has won 51 caps for England at the age of 24, and not only is he England's second best player, he also has the potential to become the nation's most capped player of all time. Centre forward, Troy Deeney. We have a handful of good options at centre forward without having one truly outstanding one. Daniel Sturridge is the most talented striker who could have represented Jamaica, but he is made out of glass, and he's played so little football over the last couple of seasons. Troy Deeney is a less gifted footballer, but he is Watford's talisman, club captain, and has been a regular for the Hornets for almost a decade. A strong, workmanlike centre forward who is good in the air and tends to hit double figures for goals, Deeney has turned down the Jamaican FA's call-ups on a couple of occasions, saying he still dreams of playing for England. Now aged 31, and with Gareth Southgate looking towards the future, his chances don't look great on that front if we're honest. The team, including substitutes and a manager. Moving on to the substitutes bench, and we start in goal with Sean Johnson. The experienced New York City FC number 1, formerly of Chicago Fire, holds dual US and Jamaican nationality. He had tryouts with the Reggae Boyz at youth level before going down the US route, and he has won 8 caps for the US MNT at the age of 30. As backup to our 3 centre-backs, we're going with Troy Deeney's fellow long-serving Watford teammate Adrian Mariappa. Born in England to a father of Fijian descent and a mother of Jamaican descent, Mariappa had the choice of representing any of those 3. Unlike Deeney, he accepted a call-up from Jamaica in 2012, and he has since won 42 caps. As reserve fullback, we have to find a place for another Premier League winner, namely Danny Simpson. The 32-year-old free agent left Leicester City at the end of last season, following 132 appearances in 4 seasons with the Foxes. The former Manchester United trainee is eligible to play for the Reggae Boyz since his father is Jamaican, but at the age of 32, he remains uncapped. We have the same central and holding midfield problem up next, so we've opted for talent over practicality, and just gone with the best players we can, crossing our fingers and praying nothing happens to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Premier League wide men Andros Townsend, Theo Walcott and Damari Gray all earn places on the bench. Townsend has been capped 13 times by England, Walcott 47 times, and Gray is uncapped but has played 28 games for England's under-21s. All were also eligible for Jamaica, but the trio were brought into the England youth system very young. Lastly, up top, and in spite of his obvious problems, we are going to go for Daniel Sturridge on sheer talent. Sturridge showed in the 2013-14 season just what he is capable of, scoring 24 goals, but he hasn't got anywhere near that level in the 5 years since. All of Sturridge's grandparents are Jamaican, and he runs a charity in Portmore, Jamaica to try and help young kids get into sport and the entertainment industry, but himself has been capped 26 times by England. In terms of players who missed out on both our bench and starting 11, we will give quick honourable mentions to the likes of Michael Hector, Kemar Lawrence, Scott Sinclair, Dwight Gale, Junior Hoylett, Reece Oxford, Rolando Aarons, Fraser Campbell, and Bobby Reid. In charge of that eclectic bunch, we have to go with Reggae Boyz and Montego Bay United legend and current Jamaican national team boss, Theo Whitmore. A brilliant, silky, skillful and stylish 6-foot attacking midfielder in his playing days, we don't have a plethora of top-class coaching options, so Whitmore has to be the obvious choice. To recap, our Jamaican what-if 11 reads like this: Andre Blake, Mikel Antonio, Cal Walker, Wes Morgan, Liam Moore, Danny Rose, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Leon Bailey, Kemar Roof, Raheem Sterling, and Troy Deeney, with a bench made up of Sean Johnson, Adrian Mariappa, Danny Simpson, Andros Townsend, Theo Walcott, Damari Gray, and Daniel Sturridge, and all managed by 1998 World Cup star Theodore Whitmore. Thanks for watching. Let us know how you think that 11 would get on the international stage. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and do make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on for the one and only HITC Sevens. P.S. I'm sorry for saying Wagwan.